everybody, Bonnie here. I hope you guys are doing good. Thanks for stopping by today to see a few things that I've made. I do have a little bit of progress on that Amigurumi favorites book. In my last video, this seal came up as the next one to work on. So I have this. This is made out of the skinny chenille from Michael's. And the two stitch markers are where the eyes should be, but I just didn't feel like putting safety eyes in. I don't know, I just had the feeling this needed to have embroidered eyes. So I left the stitch markers in there to place the eyes when I embroider them. This pattern, it works up kind of quickly, kind of not, because there are lots of rows, lots of little stitches in there. And there's face shaping and there's a little bit of body shaping also. It's not a hard pattern. You just have to pay attention, and there were a few times when I had to count the stitches in the row and rip out a row just to make sure the increases and the decreases were where they needed to be. The tail is a totally separate piece, and so that's the next thing to work on. And there'll be two fins that will be sewn on, and there's a bow. So maybe next week the seals will be done. I'm not sure what color the other one is going to be, and I'm leaning, you guys are going to be shocked, but I'm leaning towards pink. But I don't know. Like, I don't know. I was going to try to think of like a fall themed color for the seal, but I don't know. It's maybe if it was an owl that would work out, but when you have a seal, it doesn't exactly scream fall colors. So this is one of the things I'm working on. Another thing that I've been working on, I just picked it up again last night, is Briella's blanket. If you've been with me for a while, like about a year ago, you would have seen this big green rectangle. She designed a blanket, and I really want to finish that. So that's my mindless project right now, to try to just crochet on that while watching YouTube videos and hopefully get that done. I would love to have it done by the end of September, and then I can free up my basket that's been by my desk for like a year. I have a plastic basket with all of the yarn in it that she picked out. She picked out retro stripes to go around it with bobble stitches, and she also picked some latte cake yarn to go around the edge of it. So it's gonna be an interesting blanket, but hopefully I can get that done pretty soon. I also have my hexacardy that I haven't worked on in forever. That would be a good project to get finished in the fall so I could actually wear it. But I do have a couple of little things that I finished. The first one to show you is this little half double crochet pumpkin. This is made with a 2.25 millimeter hook and Lion Brand's 24/7 cotton. The pumpkin itself is dragonfly, and the little stem is, I think it's ecru, I think. For the stem, I just chained about 5 or 6 and then single crocheted down the chain. And I did 18 half double crochets in the back loop for about 20 rows and made a rectangle, and then stitched it together and closed it at the bottom and the top. This is so cute, you guys. I just love this little pumpkin. I want to make some more out of the 24/7 cotton. It was on sale at Michael's, so I got a few skeins of it just to try it out. And I really like it. I really like working with it. Oh, and the reason I made this little pumpkin is because Lynn from Lynn Penguin's Creations, she's doing a crochet along for the month, and pumpkins was last week's. And so I thought, you know what? I want to make a cute little pumpkin out of that 24/7 cotton yarn. And tomorrow, which is Monday, she's coming out with the next video that says what the next week's crochet along is going to be. So I'm excited to see what that's going to be. And yeah, so the little pumpkin needed a little friend. So then I made this little guy. This is the No Sew Axolotl pattern by Complicated Knots. Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts asked for axolotl patterns, and I had seen this one. This is a video floating around YouTube, and I always wanted to make it, but never really had an excuse to make it. And so thank you, Elaine. I finally got to make this little guy. It really wasn't so bad, but I did do something different for the tail. She has you do a bunch of loops and then like pick up the loops to do the tail, then detach it and then attach the yarn again on the bottom. And I'm like, no, I'm just gonna keep going. So the tail, I just kind of fudged it and made it work, so I didn't have to cut the yarn and have 4 ends to weave in. So yeah, I like how she shows you how to do the little frills on the sides so they stick out. The video tutorial is great. You guys could do this. It's not so bad, even though you have to pay attention. And she does things a little bit different for the feet also, especially for the back feet. It's not your like run-of-the-mill, you know, leggy froggy foot, but it's simple, it's easy. So yeah, I really like doing her patterns. Complicated Knots has some great video tutorials, and every once in a while I just get the itch that I need to do one of hers. So I made this little axolotl to go with the pumpkin. And yeah, it was really fun. Elaine's next, this coming week, is going to be bees. And I want to do something, but not like the traditional bee pattern that we've all seen, and I've made a million of those. So I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do, but I'll come up with something. So yeah. And I also have those rose purses finished. I have the black one right here, which you totally can't see. It looks like a black hole. Yeah, anyway, it's all done. I have the white one, the black one, and the ivory one done. They will be going to their forever home on Wednesday, which will be exciting. Here's the white one that I finished right here. I like how fancy that looks. It's really cool. Yeah. For the inside of it, I stitched the shell onto the very bottom on the sides. I turned this shell inside out to stitch it on, and then right-sided it back where it should be. And then I was trying, like for the ivory colored one, I sewed all of this along, and this is like a, I don't know what kind of material that is, but there is a piece of plastic in between 2 pieces of this black, whatever it is, and to get a needle through there, you guys, I was not having a good time. The needle, the part that the thread goes through, was poking through my finger. So then Sage let me borrow one of her thimbles, but still, I was just like, oh, this is not fun. So I had an idea that involved hot glue. And hot glue and amigurumis haven't always worked out for me, but this totally worked out so much better. I took it slow. I started in the middle here, just a little hot glue. So this is all hot glued on, and it is not going anywhere. It like fused with whatever material this is, and the yarn, and it's so much neater on the inside. You can't see any stitches because there aren't any stitches. On the ivory purse, which let me show you. So the ivory purse, I didn't realize I could have hot glued the shell onto the top of it. The bottom didn't work though. I had to sew that just the way that it lays. But the ivory one and the red one that I had made, I sewed the shell onto it, and there's some stitches. So you guys can see the stitches. I mean, you really have to look for them. I thought about tearing out the stitches and then gluing this on, but I don't want the wear and tear on the yarn, and I mean, it looks fine. It's totally okay. If the person doesn't like that or whatever, I think I would just make another one rather than like tearing this apart. But isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness, they're just so pretty. Like, I'm tempted to make, woo! I'm tempted to make one of these for myself, you guys. I'm getting pretty good at it. It was a humongous challenge when I was making the first one. I made like a bunch of different roses to get the feel for the rose and how big that needed to be. And then I made a couple different shells in the red to see what would work out. So finally, I think I've got it down. So I know what I'm doing for the next one, because there's going to be another one. It's either going to be like a dusty rose or burgundy or something. I've got some yarn samples that, like, I crocheted actually crocheted the horseshoe from the pony pattern because it makes like a heart. And I crocheted a couple of those in the different yarns to see what color she likes. Because I don't want to send a picture. I mean, you guys know the colors don't always turn out on phones or photos and stuff. So, yeah, next week I'll probably have another rose purse to show you guys. And hopefully a couple of seals. Yeah, so that's what I've been working on. And oh my goodness, you guys, tonight, yes, I want to work on Briella's blanket, but since I got the purses done and I'm not working on any like crazy hats, I was watching Cassandra at Craftively Ever After's new video, and she's doing a crochet along. Oh my goodness, Cassandra, I love you. You are just the best. And it's a traveling bear. I already have my yarn picked out. I can't wait to work on it. Like, I can't wait. I might incorporate a little touch of strawberry shortcake into my bear, and I've already been thinking about the locations where I might be able to get a good picture. Hopefully the fall color will be brilliant. It's already started, you guys. The leaves are changing. We're getting the bright yellow and the reds. Probably in the next couple of weeks it'll be peak color for us up in the UP of Michigan. We usually get what they call the fall color before the rest of the state just because we're so far north. But yeah, so that's exciting, and I just love having little projects to work on. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Thank you guys all for watching. You are wonderful. Thank you so much for commenting and liking and all of that good stuff. I still haven't gotten to that I can't say it. I can't say it and I don't have it yet. You guys, I need like over 600 more watch hours, but whatever. I don't know. I don't even know if I care anymore. So yeah. But thanks for stopping by, and I will be seeing you soon, probably with a cute little bear. Bye, everybody.